All right, first-time author Keziah Smith is celebrating her debut, Dung, Jamdung, with a little Tups of Consequences, the name of the book, which is a preservation of Jamaican culture through illustrations and brilliant storytelling. She's right here. Wagwan.
Nothing much, I'm here.
Good to see you. Welcome to Smile. Why did you want to write this book?
All right, so this book specifically is about, why I wrote it is because I love Jamaican culture, I love the arts, as I'm an art teacher, I'm a drama teacher. So doing this is kind of part of who I am.
So you have a number of folks in the book, but you kind of say Ringo is a bad boy. So you are trying to explain to folks, because I don't want to give away everything, right? Because you want people to buy it and read it, but you're trying to explain, I guess, to mothers and children that if you misbehave, there are consequences.
There are consequences,
to not
absolutely.
Yourself.
Right.
Why did you want that theme, though? Why did you take on that in particular?
All right, so in our Jamaican culture, we do have fun, but in all honesty, we're putting them ideas in our real life, right? So given that, parents have to scold us and deal with us a rough way. So in this book, it shows that even though our country is nice and we have so many fun things, there is punishment that comes with it.
You use the word scold, but in the book, Ringo get beaten. And some parents might say, well, you shouldn't be beating kids and all kinds of stuff. Did you think about what's that part of it when you were writing the book? Because Ringo gets some licks, and one night Ringo go bed hungry and all kind
Well,
of thing.
Ringo caused himself to go hungry, right? But beating is not something we practice now in Jamaica, but back then it is showing children now that don't take advantage of the luxurious life you have, right? And do something that is not right and then expect to get away with it. Back then, we would have to get beaten for it. So it's showing them that we used to get beaten for it, so nobody take it lightly because you are...
But you're not suggesting that...
That you should... No, I'm not suggesting that. It's like an enlightenment to know that in our culture back then, we used to get beaten. So even though you are not being scolded now, you should...
So you're just suggesting that if you misbehave, there are some consequences.
Yes.
Tell me the whole idea of what happens in the book. I mean, Ringo is the I'm not going to say the bad guy, but the troublesome one in the book. But the whole idea is what?
All right, so the whole idea is about children playing in their community, Jamaican proverb, cultural songs, how we enjoy our childhood, but in the same sense, learning lessons, and it is built on dramatic scenarios that can use to teach students in the classroom as well. I
was going to ask you, who do you want to read this, the parents or the kids? Or both?
Both, and also teachers to help drive lessons, because we are Jamaicans, right? And in our culture, we understand better from what we know. Our culture is who we are and who we become, right? Mm-hmm. So when we do that, then it helps students to understand better what is being taught. So it gives them a communication skill base and so forth.
The other thing I noticed in the book that you wrote it in Standard English and the Patois.
Yes.
Why did you mix? Why did you do that?
So in the school system, we have Standard English as our main language, right? However, in Jamaica, we have Jamaican Creole that we use on a day-to-day basis. And I looked into it and I'm saying, all right, students do understand English, but they do understand Patois and they communicate better. So when you do that, it gives them an insight of understanding our Jamaican Creole as much as understanding English context of what is happening.
But you said you wanted to get this in school.
Right.
And are you suggesting that you want the teachers to be talking about the Patois also?
Yes, I think we should appreciate our culture and teach our children about it, because as a drama teacher, I have experiences where I have to teach students adult poetry using Jamaican Creole. If I teach them only in Standard English, then how are they going to maneuver completing a poem in Creole?
Yeah. How long did it take you?
It took me about a month to write.
Yeah. And how difficult was it to get it printed and the graphics and what do you call it?
Illustration.
Published.
All right, so it is actually self-published. I went through the process of self-publishing it on Amazon.
How easy was that for you? Was it easy at all?
It was very hard. It was very hard as it's time consuming, but once you have a grasp of what you're doing, it comes quite easy.
Yeah. Yeah. When is the next one?
Hopefully in March of next year.
What is that one about?
Well, it is about Jamaican proverb, Jamaican Creole as well, teaching life lessons and other situations. Look out for more.
Ringo in it again?
No, man, I'm not Ringo this time.
Where do you teach?
I currently teach at the Green Island High School in Hanover.
Green Island?
Yes.
Yeah, far from where you are now.
Yes, I'm actually from Westmoreland.
Yeah. So happy that you came this morning.
Thank you.
So again, Ringo rescued by fairy godfather.
Right.
Where that come from now, the fairy godfather business?
All right. So, in a children's book, there comes fairy tale. Children love fairy tale because you have to soften the reality of what is. So we couldn't make Ringo go drown. We have to save Ringo so him know say next time.
Him have to behave
himself because him no one dead. Nobody no one dead.
It's a good idea.
Right.
I still think some people might want to give you a hard time about Ringo getting beaten. So I learned something in the book. So I've been singing a song for years. And I don't know if it's you wrong or me wrong. But in the book I saw Sammy peas and corn.
Plant peas and corn.
Well, you know, I always say, I thought it was peas and corn.
But me used to sing Sammy plant peas and corn down a gully too.
So the song is really peas and corn?
Right.
You know, I never know that.
I didn't know until I researched.
Sammy plant peas and corn down a gully. I always thought it was peas and corn.
Me too.
But it's peas
and corn.
Well, I learned something. Clive, you didn't know that?
Yeah.
You didn't know it was peas and corn?
Yeah.
Well, I never know, because the whole time I sing that song, I say Sammy plant peas and corn down a gully.
Yeah, man, me too.
So I learned.
At least it's an educational book indeed, right?
Definitely for me. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
No problem.
And be
Thanks
safe going back home. And say hi to the
you.
kids at school first.
Hi, my children from Holy Trinity, Belmont Academy, and Eden Dalton. I love you guys so much. And everybody else across the world, I love you so much.
Want to know, man?
Show me pin them love.
She's the author of, say it for me, because every time.
Dung a Jamdung with a little Tups,
a consequence. And that means it's Keziah Smith is her name. That's it for Off the Shelf.